looking for a new purpose
Yeah.
is probably the most painful thing that happens after we sell our businesses. We're usually shocked by it, and we feel this need to fill the void.
Totally. I think in a pretty real way. So I think most founders start businesses to solve problems. We're natural problem solvers. And that desire to solve problems never really goes away. Most founders, we spoke about this at lunch some weeks ago. Most founders have this exit and then feel empty inside because they're like, okay, now what do I put my energy to? There's still so many problems out there. And so they try to make themselves feel less empty with stuff often and experiences. But it really is just like putting a bit of a plaster on the wound. It doesn't really solve the underlying problem. And I think committing early to philanthropy is actually like a really powerful motivator. It says, my journey is in service of something. It's directional. And when I have this outcome, if I have this outcome, then I know that I've already committed to doing this.
Yeah.
And it gives sort of an anchor point of like, this is what happens next.
Yeah.
And it's our job as a nonprofit, as Founders Pledge, who are trying to take these people on a journey to help them scale up over the course of time so that they're really well prepared by the time they have this outcome or approaching this outcome to be able to think about it well.
Yeah.
So our events aren't just, socials and networking events. And in fact, they're like not that. It's about learning and connecting and being more coordinated with peers also on this path.
Yeah.
Such that you can come to an event and know nothing about neglected tropical diseases or mental health in low-income countries or high-income countries, or what the climate crisis actually means, or our energy needs for the next 50 years, or how to affect air pollution or oral health, and like leave with much more knowledge and a way to dig into that area if you're interested in real depth.
Yeah.
Such that by the time there is an outcome, there's like a very clear path for more.
Yeah.
So I think, to a large degree, many of our members would have given to charity regardless of us.
Yeah.
But I think as a result of Founders Pledge, they typically commit to give more, and they certainly give much, much more effectively as a result.
For me, there is a very personal, you can even say selfish benefit from doing that. When we sell our companies, we face this confusion. We're overwhelmed and confused. We lose our structure. We lose our relationships. We don't really know what to do. And I can imagine that if you already have a commitment to Founders Pledge, you suddenly actually have a structure and you have relationships. So you solve some of the biggest problems for these people early on. They have something to hold on to. But also what I love about it, I see a direction being very much out sort of from your selfishness and to selflessness, which always feels fulfilling.
Indeed.
So I think from my perspective, you actually create this amazing vehicle to help people get to more fulfilling lives and to have greater impact in life without wasting this time after exit. Because my personal sort of mission in life, you can say, is that it is to help post-exit founders, who are some of the most competent and consequential people in the world, to not waste this time and to go straight into solving even bigger problems, solving them better, and getting the benefit of fulfillment. And I see that Founders Pledges is a fantastic vehicle exactly for that.
Well, you've put it very well. I agree completely. Indeed. I think these people are really sort of some of the most tremendous executors and operators that exist. And if they just stop doing the thing that they're really good at, that they've spent years working on, and do nothing, they go stir crazy, or go crazy.
Depressed.
And get depressed.
Talking about mental health issues,
and we try to sort of just like funnel them into the next thing. And like, I think philanthropy is a stepping stone. I don't think it's the end. I think that, every good entrepreneur, even if they're, getting up there in years, has another business in them. And maybe that next business, as a result of working with us, can be one that's more focused on solving the really tough social problems. And sort of coming back to my time at the Founders Forum for Good, the issue was talent. There wasn't enough talent.
Exactly.
Or the right talent. Imagine if The people who had these really great outcomes, sold their businesses, made their millions or billions of dollars, understood the world better as a result of doing really effective philanthropy, decided to then start another business focused on solving big problems.